folks, part of your work today is to explore some of the tools that are available to you, and one of them is accessing Microsoft Word. Now, some of you might already have this saved on a computer or even on a phone, but I want to make it clear to everyone that there is a version of Word that you can all access online for free. So it's a little, if you've not used it before, it's a little bit different than the one you've got sort of on a saved program, but we are going to do it online, and I want you to access that one on purpose because there's a feature that I want you to have a go at. So in order to access online, you're going to need your login. Now, your login is whatever your student number is, followed by @blackpool.ac.uk, and then you'll be asked to put in your password. Now, I don't know your password, so I'm going to have to leave that with you. You all have your password if you've accessed Teams or Canvas or access your student OneDrive. If you really can't remember, you're going to have to find out what it is in order to do this, but I would recommend that you have it on you anyway. So you might need to ring the Loop. So get in contact with me if you're not sure. They'll ask you a couple of questions on the phone, and then they'll just give you your password. Don't ask for a new one. Just ask for the one that you've got. Right, so let's do this. So I'm going to go to my browser, which is Google Chrome, and I'm going to type in at the top here, Office 365 online. There we go. So that's the top result I want, Office 365 login. So I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to sign in. If you've never signed in before, it's got my account there because it knows I've been here before. But if you've never been here before, there's also a sign in button link in the top right hand corner. So let's sign in. Now, this is what it looks like for you. So where I've got EY at Blackpool, you'll put in your student number at blackpool.ac.uk and you'll put your password in. So I'm just going to sign in. This extra screen you won't have. Staff have this. Every time we sign in, and we have to approve it on our mobile phone. It's a real pain, and you don't have to do it. So just ignore that bit. Here we go. And here we are. So at the moment, I'm looking at my OneDrive account. So it is where I store all my online files. And down the left-hand side, you've got access to all of these programs. So we are going to look at Word, but if you don't have OneNote or Sway, or you want to look at Forms, there's loads of stuff there. So I'm going to click on Word, and it's going to take me to, do I want to create a new document? Yes, I do. But underneath, it's worth noting that underneath I have a list of my most recent Microsoft Word documents. So if you wonder where things are going to be stored, then they're going to be stored here. So I'm just going to start a new blank document. And there it is, Microsoft Word. I mean, there's slightly fewer options available to you, but how many options do you actually want anyway? Basically, you want to be able to type, change the font size and the font type, and do things in bold and colour and underline. And that's pretty much it. It's insert, you might want to insert a picture or a table, but other than that, you don't really want to do that much. You can print. If you go to File and Print, there's a print option to print out. So it's all well and good. Now, I want to show you some of the features that you get on this online document, which I think are going to be useful to you in your academic writing. So I'm just going to close this blank document down to take me back to my Office sign-in screen. Now, rather than going for a new blank document, I'm going to look at a previous assignment here called Stress on Medical Students. Here we go. So here's my assignment here, and as you can see, it's picking up some potential spelling mistakes. There's some grammar mistakes. The online document, it doesn't separate out the pages, it just does it as one long document. This is where you have here the number 1, that's the end of page 1, and then there's the end of page 2 there. And if you don't like that, if I just go to view and I take off the page ends, and then they disappear, then that's a bit better. So I want you to take a look at the review tab. Now, you might need some text in here You could just type some things in and know that it's got some mistakes. Under the review tab, I want you to look at the editor. So click at editor. Editor appears on the right hand side. I'm not too sure how it looks on a mobile, but I know that all the functionality is there available to you. It probably comes up as a side menu and temporarily blocks your text and then disappears. On the right hand side here, it tells you how it feels your assignment would score from an editor's perspective. So at the moment it's sitting at 73%. I don't think you're ever going to get 100% though. I mean, prove me wrong with one or two sentences. You can set it to formal, professional or casual. We're just going for formal writing, but it is telling me that there's potentially 14 spelling mistakes, 2 grammar mistakes, and then it's looking at really refining. So it thinks there's a problem with the formality. It thinks there's a problem with punctuation, and it's got a suggestion on changing vocabulary there. It also has check for similarity to online sources. That could be quite useful. It's also quite useful for tutors as well, because they could just paste your work in here and just check for online resources, just compare it side by side. I've not taken a look at the document statistics, never needed it before. There's something here about enhanced 3 highlights found in your document. So this is quite nice, isn't it? Let's run through like the spelling. So the spelling, as you know, is usually the red wavy line. So some of these are actually people's names, so I can ignore the people's names. But there are some spelling mistakes in here. There we go. So I've done the spelling mistakes. Look, it's jumped up to 93%. There is 2 potential problems with grammar. So I've put in here, explained how personality such as optimism and happiness plays a big role. Well, actually, it should be just play, because it's about the word personality. Personality. So you can also right click as well, open suggestion, plays a big role or play a big role. I like an important role, so that's changed that for you, but then it might have another suggestion for you. Maybe you like a key role or a significant role. Let's start that grammar off again. Is it peoples or peoples with a comma? It is actually peoples with a comma this time round, so 94%. Let's look at the formality. Instead of it is, I've got it's. I need to change that one. And there's, it says, well, if it's formal, it should be there is. So there we go. We've changed that one. 2 punctuation conventions. It's just recognised there's an extra space where there shouldn't be. And it says here, do you want a comma after the word depression? Actually, I don't, because that's the title of a book. So I'm going to ignore that one. And then the last thing to check is vocabulary. So it's, here we go. It didn't like, it first of all said, let's change it to important role, but now it's saying, well, do you want something else? Let's a key role, play a key role. I like that. And there's another suggestion, stress over a long period might sound better if it was stress over an extended period, a prolonged period, or a lengthy period. Let's try lengthy. I quite like that one. Oh, but then after that, it comes up with another one. So period of time. Let's open the suggestions there. Just over a lengthy period. Full stop. Done. There we go. And now look at that. I said before I don't see it, but in this exact example, it is now sitting at 100%. So the online version of Word is really useful. So I want you to try out, see if you can log in and have a go and get the editor up and sort of play and mess about with it. Now, the only thing I will say is that despite setting it to a UK language, it did not pick up that recognise for us should be an S. So you still have to do a large majority of the proofreading, but it's quite nice that the editor will do a lot of it for you. So not just the spelling and grammar, but looking at all the refinements as well. That vocabulary and that last one, that's really nice, that. Just to make things sound a little bit more professional. The other thing to note is that every time you make a change, it automatically saves for you. So if I'm going to change the title, and I want you to take a look in the top left hand corner where it says saved. I'm going to change it, and now it says it's saving. and it's saved. So every single time you make a change, it saves it for you. That is the best thing about Word Online. And when you're finished with it, I'll just close the browser or the tab and it's gone. And if I look down here, I'm still in my Microsoft Office 365, stress on medical students. It's still there. If I click on it, it reopens it. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing then. Sorry. Let me go back there. There we go. And it's reopened. You can also share. If I go to File and Share, you can share it with other people. You can invite them to come and look at your document. So instead of you sending it to them, that means that you will send a link to them and they will come to your document. So that's quite nice as well. There we go. So I think the share option is on the right hand side as well. You can enter the name of your tutor, or you could do the copy link if you want to. And that is the end of the online Microsoft Word. But I did also say that since you have a college account, you can actually download Microsoft Office for free onto your phone or onto your computer. And again, you download it from either the App Store on Apple or Google Play, something like that. Whatever system you use, you download it, it's free, but then you can only use it if you log in as yourself with your student number at blackpool.ac.uk and your student account, and then it will work. That's it. What I wanted to show you on the full downloaded version, and this works on your phone or on your computer, is I wanted to show you in the where is it? Oh, I've lost it now. Right, sorry about that. I had a bit of a pause there. It is in the Reference tab. There's an option called Researcher, and you can use the downloaded version of Word to help you research things. So it's just like a mini browser inside your Word document. And I'm just type in mental health, and then here are some relevant topics. So it's just getting things from the web. Now it's currently showing all there, but you could ask it to look for books, for journals, which is quite nice, or websites. I've just looked at a journal here, exercise for mental health, and it says, do you want to open this in your browser? So yeah, I'm going to open that in my browser. Thank you very much. There's a journal about mental health, so that's quite nice, isn't it? It's not a very long one, but you might get some information from there. So I'm just going to go back to Microsoft Word. I'm just going to go back. If I look at websites, NHS, how to access mental health. Again, it's saying open up in your browser. Page not found. that one wasn't a very good option. Let's choose something completely not health related. I'm going to look at the Apollo space program. There we go. Sorry about that. I might look at all the missions, and then it should open up in the browser. There we go. I mean, it is just a fancy version of having a web browser in Microsoft Word, but sometimes it's there. It's nice you've got it sort of right in front of you. Anyway, that's all, folks. So what do I want you to do from this? I'd like you to log in to the online Word. So you do that by searching for Office 365 online, and then you need to sign in. And once you're signed in properly, you'll be looking at your online OneDrive account where your college documents end up getting stored if you've done them online, and you'll look to the left hand side. Ooh, and you'll see the Word icon, and I want you to find the editor function and have a play with the editor function. Thank you very much. That's the end of this video.